After playing I Walk Among Zombies Volume 1, I was left with a pleasant experience considering the themes of the game that took readers through a unique zombie-filled story that turned out to be as disturbing as it was thoughtful. I should add that if you haven't played the first volume, you should probably do so, but there is a prologue that catches readers up to the events of Volume 2. I'm Azaro Lopez and this is Noisy Pixel's review for I Walk Among Zombies Volume 2.
野外センターでの参考にしようかと。いただきます。
I Walk Among Zombies Volume 2 finds Yusuke not as the loner shut-in that we know him as, but as someone with an actual goal. After facing off against some crazy humans and zombies, he and Mitsuki rush to a strange radio signal promising shelter and hospitality, which they are in need of after Mitsuki's brother suffers an injury. When they arrive, they are taken to get settled with the other survivors. The doctor and leader of the compound, Sayaka, ends up playing a rather large role in the rest of the story. It's strange to see Yusuke interacting with humans, but he never quite loses his wits about him. He knows he's special and uses that to get what he wants. However, instead of sex, he's using his ability to help others. I Walk Among Zombies Volume 2 attempts to show how a group of people work together to survive. This means they'll need to put themselves in danger multiple times. The story has a slow start as the characters are introduced, but it does speed up rather quickly when Yusuke creates his own personal mission. With that said, it does have some pretty awesome zombie fights, but again, these are mostly represented with blood splats on the screen. If the story focused only on Yusuke, I feel like it would have become a little too straightforward. Luckily, halfway through we get to read through Sayaka's backstory and how she found herself surviving in this new world. Her character is complex and traumatized after doing what she had to do to escape a hospital when the outbreak happened. This is where the story shines as it explains how she copes with these issues. She's not completely all there mentally, but over time she relies on Yusuke to help her through some pretty dark places. Also, she's not a young girl, so she can't be easily manipulated the same way Mitsuki is. Instead, she notices Yusuke lacks knowledge about the importance of human interaction, and so she opts to teach it to him, if you know what I mean. Watching Yusuke fight the urge to be his normal whatever self put an interesting spin on the whole story, as Sayaka seemed to have a little more control over him. Their relationship together was a nice change of pace, and seeing this side of Yusuke was interesting. The game features some additional zombie CGs, but it mostly focuses on 18+ content when it comes to the majority of the CGs. I should say that the story is a little shorter than Volume 1, but after the main story is complete, new side stories unlock, which offer additional content. Most of this extra content is more H scenes, but there are also some new stories that shed light on some of the side characters. I Walk Among Zombies Volume 2 doesn't just repurpose what was established in Volume 1. Instead, they turn the focus to different themes. Overall, it's Sayaka who saves the story and makes this title stand out on its own. Much like Mitsuki in Volume 1, Sayaka, not having a special power, yet still finding a way to survive, created a real tension that you can't get with only Yusuke. I Walk Among Zombies Volume 2 sets up a nice midpoint for the story, and I was glad to have read through it. While I wouldn't have minded fewer characters and more zombie killing, it still held my attention throughout the entire story. Noisy Pixel is giving I Walk Among Zombies Volume 2 an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.